So we come out into the family room, and nothing could prepare us for what we saw here. There was just water pouring in through the ceiling. That's where our kitchen light used to be. It was pouring out of that. It was pouring out of that. It was pouring out of, that was the smoke detector in the corner. There was water just pouring in. We had water all over the floor. Oh my God, it was so much water. I thought we didn't have a roof. I thought that's just how bad it was. It was just crazy. So our insurance adjuster had been here for the March storm. It happened a couple of weeks before, and we had gotten our claim done that morning. So as soon as I saw water, I knew the phone lines were going to go down, because I knew that my friend way across town had been hit, and so I said, I better call him right now for help. So I called him, and I called a roofer. I said, you know, we have water and glass. Can you please come help us? And so in an hour, we had people up here tarping the roof, which I think saved us a ton of damage. This is a broken window. We didn't realize it was broken at that moment, but you can see here, there's some pretty big holes here, and this is just, it's just bent up. It's crazy. The day after the storm, the roofer and I noticed that this piece here was bowing, and I was like, well, we'll go get something to kind of hold that up. And we came back in a couple months later, and it had fallen down. These are not skylights. The huge, that hole right there, that's from the whirlybird, but all these other holes you see, that's from the hail. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. So anyway, this part failed. A couple days later, the ceiling really looked like it changed a lot for us, and so we decided to move out overnight. So we just went to a hotel like at 1 in the morning. It was awful. Thought this is the last time we were going to stay in our house, but fortunately everything stabilized, and there's where Serpo checked out to see why we were still so wet. We had fans and stuff for, I can't remember, was it 7-8 days. Anyway, here's the family room, and there's, the master. We had some water come in here. We got plastic everywhere, but fortunately we're doing okay. This ceiling is just shot. They're going to bring about half of this down. Then we came into the master bath, and I couldn't believe it. This window was just blown out. We had glass everywhere. Here, I got a little picture here. I had that for the insurance adjuster so he could see what we saw. The neighbor's whirlybird was just blown right off of his house. It was just astonishing. And then it was like, oh my gosh, where's Tootsie? Where did she go? So we went looking for her. We found her. She was in Xander's room. She must have been running for her life after this window broke. Oh, poor thing. There was just glass everywhere. This is, I had another picture here. This was our light fixture here next to the shower. You see this full of water. That was full of water. You see we have quite a bit of damage up there. So they're going to bring this whole ceiling down. But thankfully Mother Nature missed our beautiful new sinks that we had just done. Oh, here's one other thing. That's mud on the wall from the storm. There was mud over there. There was glass in the shower. There was glass on our bed. There was glass on the other side of the bed. We just couldn't believe how it was just everywhere. And as you see, the carpet is a mess. We had water here, so the insurance is replacing all of that. Our kitchen was wet. Thank goodness we have tile, so we didn't lose any of our regular flooring. This was just full of water because this had just poured out. And then that light started to fall the next day, so we pulled that down too. So in the garage, oh, and then and this is a mess. This is the pantry. Oh, you probably can't see very well, but there's water in that fixture. Light had come out that vent. Then we had, I'm making a little record for the family here. Here's our garage. The boys and I were home. Drew was at work. His car was safely in the big parking garage. You see that right there? They had one hailstone, almost got my car, even in the garage. I'm glad it missed. Our garage door is just really banged up, but you know, that can be replaced. I'm just glad we were home. You know, we were very wet. We had fans and dehumidifiers over much of the house for over a week. It was just crazy. And here's our front room. we had, the water was just pouring out of here like a fire hose. It was just crazy. So we had a bunch of water here, and you could see where the water was just coming in, and so there are a lot of holes in the ceiling above that. In this room, did a little bit better. I don't know if you could see up there. There's some little nail holes. That's fine. But then there's like you see how like a U shape, and that's where another hailstone almost made it all the way through the roof and into this room. So I had no idea hail could do that, and just, you know, our whole idea is like, wow, it was just crazy. But here we go, rebuilding, make it even better than before.